I've been thinking, right? Oh yeah, don't get worried, don't get worried. Oh yeah! Okay. Don't look at the crack of my arse. I have been thinking I'm gonna go in front of this guy. Pow pow. Right, yeah, so say for instance, you're riding down the road normally and someone pulls out in front of you. Ooh, VTEC just kicked in. And I've distracted myself already. Alright, say you're driving down, blah blah blah. Someone pulls out in front of you, someone runs a red light, cuts you up. You say nothing, right? You just make it a non-event and you carry on with your day. Right, now imagine that person does the exact same thing a few days later, causes an accident, someone is seriously hurt or even killed, right? Obviously hypotheticals, just you know, what if? But say, instead of just making it a non-event, you honked your horn, gave a little gesture of your choice, doesn't have to be anyone specific, and you know, and you made the driver aware that what they did was dumb, right? What they did was dumb, they shouldn't do it, and that caused them to maybe, not always, to drive with a little bit more due care and attention. Where's that? Oh, there you go, it's there. I mean, if you were to gesticulate your annoyance at a driver for doing something such as cutting in front of you, making you brake or swerve, right? What are the chances of them going on and doing it even more, right? I don't think it's going to make any future situation worse. If anything, it has to either do nothing or help them maybe not make the same mistake in the future. Now obviously I'm not trying to put blame on all you people that, you know, try and not do anything to induce road rage. What have you got to pee on and you're getting dominanced? You got to pee on for peeing and they're in the wrong box. Yes, I'm in the box. Right, and I'm not saying that I'm the obviously. What are you doing there, mate? Interesting. By no means a paragon of virtue when it comes to being on the road. I filter quite aggressively. I take certain cycle boxes as suggestions. And I may have a little bit of a bad relationship with speed, but I do try and make sure that whatever I do isn't at the expense of another road user, right? If I'm filtering, there's no other road user that's coming to harm. You know, their journey's not going to take any longer because I'm filtering. You know, and I've zipped past a few cars. Again, there is no impact to their journey. Whereas when you run a red light and you force the next set of traffic that would otherwise go through without an issue to have to wait even longer, or for instance brake or cause an accident, I'd consider that quite the impact to someone else's journey, someone else's road use. Right, we all know we have to squeeze into this right-hand lane. I don't know why people make such a meal of it. Helps if I'm in a gear, mate. Helps if you're in a gear. Right, can we all see this bell end straddle in the middle, stopping anyone from getting down past him? Right, when I just did that, who did it hurt? No one. No one was hurt in the making of this filter. And it technically counts as filtering, loosely. Yeah, I was just thinking at work today that, you know, when everyone says, you know, you made it a you know, you could have just pulled in, let someone in, you could have made it a non-event or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but what happens when they undoubtedly repeat the same mistake because no one's made them aware that it's a mistake? And you can't just, you know, pull alongside them and start like quoting the highway code as to which one they made a mistake. Just give them the finger, honk and give them the finger, right? Just get your message across, short and sharp. What they just did, that little maneuver that they just did was stupid. And maybe, just maybe, you'll prevent a future accident happening. You probably won't, but you might. And isn't that a better way to look at things? will say, I'm not advocating that people suddenly start screaming abuse at people and whacking wing mirrors and stuff. Not at all. I'm just saying that a little honk can go a long way. And if you're not comfortable with the possibility of potential confrontation, then obviously don't do it. Personally, I'm an idiot, so I'm not really that bothered. Boop, doop, doop. Well, you know, I'm not saying that I'm ready and waiting for a scrap. Far from it. I just don't think people are. Oh God, wonder who they cut up. I don't think people are as feisty as some people make out to be. Like all the people that you'll say, oh, if that was me, I would have blocked you in, or I would have knocked you off. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Stop being a little prick. You would have sat in your car and did fuck all like everyone else. No one puts baby in the cycle box. Except myself. Except myself. Maybe that's why driving standards has fallen. I mean, literally, I am encountering people willing to jump red lights more and more often. Maybe because people are so self-absorbed these days, they don't even notice that they've cut someone up. They're too busy looking at the phone. I mean, it's a weird thing. I mean, phones have been around for well over 20, like smartphones, mobile phones even, I should say, mobile phones. Smartphones is what, like 20 years, 24-ish? I'm trying to remember when I got mine. My first smartphone, my first HTC, my Android phone. Side note, there was a guy I used to work with, right? He was a big, like, look at my iPhone. And I was like, I don't really want to get an iPhone, so I want to get this new Android. It looks really good. And he said, Android phones are the Jesus phone, because everybody believes in them, but it doesn't do anything. Ha! How wrong you are, mate. How wrong you are. Proven wrong. Yeah, but people's willingness to just walk around now with the head firmly sort of engrossed in whatever's in their hand. You're going to pull in behind, or you're going to block it. If you fucking block this merge, mate, what you want, my friend, is a tampon. Did you see that sudden swerve to the right? That sudden swerve of, they never noticed me until I was literally side by side. They had no idea I was coming, no idea what was around them. And that's what I mean by like the self-absorbed nature of drivers. They just really couldn't give a fuck. You can sod off you and your zigzags, mate, because I'm going down that little right-hand side. Why does that car smell like it's on fire? I assume it probably was at some point, quite heavily. I mean, the benefit of riding the bikes, especially for me, who doesn't really go in for. I mean, I have a head unit thing connected to my phone, but honestly, I think it's broken. I haven't used it for years. I would much rather have silence. Same in the car. Like whenever I was unfortunate enough to drive, I just simply listen to sound of the road quite happily, instead of getting too, engrossed in like the radio and stuff. Oh, look, you cheeky little monkeys. That was blatantly red. Did you just see what I mean? Absolute knob end. I mean, I know people have said as well that they think, a helmet Look at all these illegal U-turns just kicking off. Yeah, just you see what I mean? Point proven, really, isn't it? He guns it around the corner because it was probably red. Well, yeah, people think like a motorbike helmet obstructs your view. It really doesn't at all. Maybe like a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom, but you've got so much more sort of visibility of the world around you, you know, restricted by A-pillars and things. Yeah, so next time someone pulls out in front of you or cuts you up, just think about giving them a little honk. It doesn't have to be like you lying on your horn and making it blare constantly, but just make them aware that they've fucked up. Maybe there's a possibility that you may prevent an accident in the future. Probably not, but you might.